Alright, I have this live recorded session, a song from Alan Stone called Naturally. Let's go ahead and mix these tracks. As a matter of fact, mixing can be taught but must be learned. So your daily mixing of multi-tracks, that's how you learn how to mix. And this is our reference track. We'll be using this track as our guide to get the most out of this session. So I've been mixing off the top, start with the drums and then go downwards. So let's start with the kick. So this kick has recorded tracks of the top mic and the bottom mic. What I like to do here is to check for the phase of these two. Well, looking at it from this angle, you can see that they are pretty much in phase. But if I flip the polarity right here, you can hear that the kick loses its bottom end. This tells us that they are pretty much in phase. Alright, so I want to get rid of the snare spills. To do this, we might need the help of a gating plugin. So I'll get it with the SSL E channel. Set the range to about 40 dB gain reduction. I'm on fast attack. And I'll dial in the threshold until I don't hear the snare spills anymore. From here, we can add more bottom end to it with the inbuilt EQ. This will need some more top ends. Well, there's this frequency that I don't like. It's just bothering me, so I'll cut it out. So there are two basic ways to compress. It's either you're on a faster attack or on a slower attack. On this, I'm on a slow attack, so you may have to dial in more of the ratio and threshold for the compressor to be more punchy. It allows more of the attack to go through. But if you compress with a fast attack, then you give it less ratio and less threshold. Well, if you compress with the fast attack, the punchiness of the kick has also been lost. Now, because we compressed so hard, it added some more makeup gain. We can reduce the volume from here. We can now move to the snare drums. Also, we get the cymbal spills, but I would like to keep a little bit of the information of the cymbals, so I won't get it that strong. Now we can EQ to bring out the tone of the snare. I'll use a preset. Since we've already done the gating, I'll just deactivate it. Now I like to preserve as much of the hi-hat informations and make it a lot more present. I'll compress it. So again, if you are compressing, you have a faster attack and a faster decay time or release time. It will pump out the backbeat. It only catches the higher peaks of the sample. So you get this pumping effect. Now the toms. We'll be using the SSL channel again. We'll use the engineered tom preset. And I'll add low harmonics to it with max bass. We'll do same to the rack toms as well. Use our bass to add the low harmonics. Now we can go to the overheads. I'll compress it hard. Again, I'm going to compress it with a limiter to catch the strong kick and snare hit. So it only compresses when the snare and kick hit hard. We are going to do same trick with the drum rooms too. Same old trick with the chain bass as well. It adds some nice reverb sound to the drum. So we are going to compress it really hard. I can filter it out and listen to frequencies I don't like. We can now live with the drums for now. We might come back later and do something mean to it, but let's go straight forward to the melodies. With guitar, I like to cut both the high and low frequencies. If you leave the high frequencies of the guitar, it will compete with the cymbals, and when you leave the low frequencies as well, it will compete with your bass. So it's better to cut both of them out. Now you can sweep across the frequency and then boost what you like. So before we had this, and now we have added more presence to the guitar. On the other guitar, let me just use another EQ for it. So with the bass, we can do low air to add low harmonics to the bottom end. And now we can add harmonics above the 109 frequency. So now the bass sounds full enough. Obviously, it will compete with the kick, of course. Well, the kick picks around 50 kilohertz. So I'll just carve way with an EQ for it so that the kick will cut through the mix. Now we can level them out and then listen to what we've done. Now we can move to the vocals. First, we are going to take out the frequencies we don't like, control those frequencies, and we begin to add color to the vocals.
Disrespect, but that her dukes are not the daisies, and her shape and coffee and the cigarettes, calorie news around the neck. Don't it up with disrespect, 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 popping pills and posting pics, stressing.
So let's do EQ to cut the low frequencies. You can hear the kick information there, but the low frequencies also contain the boxy vocals. And we can use 6.6 multi-band compressor. I can solo each individual band frequency and control them.
popping pills and posting pics, stressing on the coffee and cigarettes, calorie neck, don't. And posting pics, stressing on the wasting hips. Her body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick from flower to flower. Coffee and cigarettes, calorie news around the neck. Don't it up, disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, posting hips. Body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick from flower to flower. Coffee, cigarettes, calorie news around the neck. Don't it up, disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on the wasting hips. Body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick from flower.
Now let's control the siblings, the hash S waves with a de-esser.
Calorie news around the neck. Don't it up with disrespect.
From here I can add color with the omni-channel strip. We don't need the gate. I can still control the siblings here. So we basically use the EQ sweeping technique here. We just turn up the gain and sweep across frequencies. We basically boost what we like. Just be careful, headphones alert. It's going to get pretty loud.
Oh, your pedals, they look. Oh, your pedals, they look good to me. And you're just the way that you should be. Yet you're beautiful naturally. Beautiful naturally. Growing free. Oh, your pedals, they look good to me. And you're just the way that you should be. Yet you're beautiful naturally. Beautiful naturally. Growing free. Oh, your pedals, they look good to me. And you're just the way that you should be. Yet you're beautiful naturally. Beautiful naturally. Growing free.
Now we can compress it. We have the option to use a VCA, FET or optical compressor to choose from.
Growing free. Oh, your pedals, they look good to me. And you're just the way that you should be. Yet you're beautiful naturally. Beautiful naturally. Growing free. pedals, they look good to me.
Now we can pump everything out with our vocals.
Growing free. Oh, you're growing free. Oh, your pedals, they look good to me. And you're just the way that you should be.
I think the lead vocal is something good, so you can go to the backing vocals.
Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect. The world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. And a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect. Around your neck, doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect. Coffee and a cigarette, coloring noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Off the end, cigarette, calorie loose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect. And hips, your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Flower off the end, cigarettes, calorie noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Flower off the end, cigarettes, calorie noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist and hips. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Flower off the end, cigarettes, calorie noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics. Your body's right, the world is sick, world is sick, world is sick. Flower off the end of cigarettes, calorie noose around your neck. Doll it up for disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Popping pills and posting pics, stressing on your waist.
Now I like to pan the backing vocals a little bit. Although this backing vocal supports the main vocals, I like to give way for the main vocal to sit right in the center and backing vocal to be between the left and right speakers.
Around the neck, doll it up with disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. Pop.
From here we can do some effects. So let's put reverb on the guitar. Plate reverb generally sound good on electric guitars. I can pan the reverb feedback for nice stereo effect. Maybe we can EQ the reverb out to take out the low and high frequencies to make it centered on the mid-range. So with send effect, you can monitor only the red signal, so you can hear only the reverb playing. So I have more control over the reverb. Now I can even add more stereo width to it with a stereo imager. So for the keys, we can do RC20 using the short slapback preset. Well, I'm using it as a send effect, so the space goes all the way up to 100. So before we had this, and now. Also, I want to add reverb to the snare top ends. With the tom, it cuts too short, so we can add more reverb tail to it to lengthen the tom. Now we can control the peaks with a limiter. And I'll do SSL compressor on the melody bass. Well, the vocal sounds dry, but first let's control the dynamics before we can add some reverb to it. Well, if you compress too much and very strongly, it adds more makeup gain which generates noise.
I said flower, just growing free.
That's why the vocal is distorting. But let me set up the reverb first and then I'll fix that.
In the cigarettes, calorie noose around the neck. In the cigarettes, calorie noose around the neck.
Now from here we can do with the technical parts like using automation to control the dynamics. We are still not close to the reference track yet if you compare it, but we can live with this for now. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.